Welcome back, Legends. I'm Mark from Legendary Makes, and today we're going to do a little shipping and packing and perceived value kind of video. So let's get started. First, we got to pop off what I got printed. It's the CMP 100-210 shrouds. Again, you guys probably don't know what that is, but maybe some of you do. But I got another order in, got these printed off. I got to get it shipped out today. Got to get it to the post office in 45 minutes, which I think we can do. So we're just gonna pop these off, and I'm gonna talk about inserts that I put into my orders, or at least I used to. I haven't had inserts in a while since I changed over from Legendary Crypto to Legendary Makes. And they're just basically thank you cards that I put in with every order. I finally got some made today. Super excited about these. I made them in Photoshop, and as soon as I pop this last one off, I'll show you what they look like. Yeah, so I made them in Photoshop. It's gonna be double-sided. I'm gonna come right up to you guys. Double-sided, so it says, thank you for your legendary support. It's got my logo on there, and then the back side, I know this is small text, but the QR code for my YouTube channel is right here. I might redo these and make this bigger, but I was trying to make the back a little more simple. And yeah, so that's these guys. Like I said, I designed them in Photoshop, and I just dumped them into Google Docs. I don't really know Illustrator too well, and I don't mind learning Illustrator. I just didn't have time to actually get in there and learn how to do the margins, get these in there, and I'm very, very familiar with Photoshop, so I just did Photoshop, went into Google Docs, and then I set up a table. It was a 3x3 table. You can edit the table sizes. These are 2 inches by 3.5 inches. So I put 2 inches, 3.5 inches for each cell in the table. And then I just drag and drop these in. And then I made sure I'd set up the margins so the front and the back, when I cut them out, will line up. And we're gonna cut these out. I have a cutting board. I used to make all my own inserts. Yeah, I used to make all my thank you inserts and all that sort of stuff. It's a little bit cheaper. I have like an industrial, well, commercial, not industrial, commercial printer here. It's an inkjet and enterprise printer. So that thing cranks out whatever I want. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut these real quick, and we'll be back when they're done. All right, there you have it. Got them all cut out. Took me about 5 minutes. You can go to like Office Depot or Staples. If Office Depot is still around, I don't know. Like Staples, any of those stores, and they can cut these for you. They can even print these for you. They'll cut them a lot straighter. They've got these like big machines, presses, and like just cuts hundreds of sheets of paper. Or you can do it yourself, save you some money. But yeah, that's it. They're not exactly perfect. You see like some of the lines here on the bottom. All right, so now that we've got that squared away, let me clean up a bit. All right, 2. And I usually stack them kind of alternating, but that's what they look like. They'll go in this box here. I need to count the screws. And I do need to finally get some projects wrapped up so I can start selling other things, because this stuff's kind of drying up. Nobody seems to really be interested in this stuff. I'll still have it for sale. I'll probably sell some here and there. But I really do need to start wrapping up some other big projects that I've been doing. The local one that I've been talking about is pretty much wrapped up. That's actually what I'm printing back here. These printers are going to be printing a bunch of those. Pretty much have that wrapped up. And then I have the BC250 case that was on my other video. Go check out my other videos if none of this is making sense. But yeah, I have that case almost wrapped up. Kind of small dimensional changes to get everything to fit perfect. And then I've got to, I already have like a skin made for it, but I've got to print like prototypes of the skin. It's essentially the inner part of the case is pretty much done. So that's almost done. And then I want to start designing some other stuff here in the future. So come right onto the thing here and give this a couple spins of Scotch cushion wrap. Quick and easy. I just push it in there. If it kind of tears along the way, it's fine. And then finally, get to throw one of these into these boxes. Been needed for a while now. And like I said, this is all comes down to perceived value. You know, when you throw in these little extras to your customers, it makes your product seem a little bit better. And if you can do a lot of little perceived extras to increase your perceived value, then that can only be better. Fragile stickers, another perceived value that you're bringing to your customer, saying that I care about your package and I care that it arrives undamaged and that you tried to do everything you could to make sure it did arrive undamaged. Bam. So yeah, clean, nice little box. Fits the product. It's not overly big. It's not a reused box. I absolutely hate reused boxes. I know that's probably waste, but you're shipping this to somewhere, they can definitely probably reuse this box for something. So quick tidy up, get some of the stuff put back. I have to have everything in its place, and when it's not, I get kind of grumpy. And now that I've got these cards and I've got all these cubby spaces, I kind of need to figure out where they should live. Probably up in this space that I made for Post-its and stuff, but I think this is a good spot for them. That'll do. And print off this label. Again, if you missed my last video, the label printer that I use is a Zebra ZP450, literal workhorse. It'll work for 20, 30 years. A little bit of an exaggeration, but it is a workhorse. Bam, easy. It's really nice having a shipping station too. So if you're really getting into selling stuff and selling a bunch of stuff, having like a dedicated shipping station with your like own dedicated PC, it does help. All right, well, that wraps this one up, guys. Hopefully a couple tips and tricks there for you, increasing perceived value on your products, going all the way from inserts, how you pack it, and the fragile stickers, letting your customer know that you care about the item you're shipping to them. So if you like this one, consider subscribing, maybe like, and most of all, share.